Make a difference with Al-Jahara Al-Suwaidi.
Hello there, beautiful people of Qatar. Welcome to an episode of Make a Difference, a QBS special feature during the Ramadan season where we highlight the many local social development organizations and entities, as well as their causes, their accomplishments, and finally, how you can get involved and help. I'm your host, Al-Jahara Al-Suwaidi, and today we're diving into the Best Buddies initiative by the Shiekha Haya Center. Anthony Kennedy Shriver founded Best Buddies in 1989 as a non-profit organization. For individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, IDD, Best Buddies strives to cultivate a multinational volunteer network that facilitates advancement in leadership, inclusive job opportunities, and one-on-one connections.
Make a difference.
I'm currently here speaking to Shiekha Haya Mohamed Al-Thani, Programs and Activities Specialist in regards to the Best Buddies initiative. It's good to have you on the show and thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
All right, so let's get straight into it. Can you tell us a little about the Best Buddies initiative, your mission, and how you got started?
Best Buddies is a non-profit organization. It's dedicated to creating opportunities for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Here in Best Buddies Qatar, we're the 40th branch of the global organization. We're committed to fostering inclusion and meaningful friendships for individuals with IDD by providing opportunities for social connection, training, and employment, ensuring they are active, valued members of society with hopefully equal opportunities.
Make a difference with Al-Jahara Al-Suwaidi.
Now, for those who have family members with intellectual and developmental disabilities, what kind of support can they expect to receive from Best Buddies?
So we offer different types of support depending on the needs of the individual. So we have the friendship program. It pairs individuals with and without IDD in one-to-one friendships, helping them build that meaningful connection, gain confidence, and be part of an inclusive community. We also have the Citizens Chapter. Our Citizens Chapter members are adults with IDD, including graduates of Shiekha Haya and individuals who aren't under a specific program or institutions. We provide training opportunities to help them gain independence and build essential life and work skills. And we have the Integrated Employment Program, where we connect our members with job opportunities while also providing training and ongoing support to ensure that they're prepared for the role and successfully integrated into the workplace. But I think more than anything, Best Buddies is a community where we ensure that everyone belongs, everyone feels like they're valued and they're included.
Make a difference on QBS.
So a question I would have is, how can caregivers best support their loved ones with daily tasks?
There are countless ways to support a loved one with IDD. I believe it's an ongoing journey and every person's needs are different, just how you and I are different. But maybe some key points to empower them include encouraging their independence. They're their own person. They're capable of growth. Give them that space to make mistakes. Just allow them to exist as they are. Another way would be to encourage ongoing learning. This is very important because learning isn't just a one-time process. Repetition is key. So what we instill in them today, whether it's in Best Buddies or just at home, shouldn't be temporary, but should be a foundation for a lifetime of growth. Another way would be to promote social engagement. Visibility matters. You'll hear us here at Best Buddies say that a lot. People with IDD should be seen in order for them to feel included, actively involved in their communities. Every interaction is a chance for them to create connections and a sense of belonging. And I think one last thing is to seek support. It's okay to say, I don't know. It's also encouraged to say, I don't know. There are others who have walked this path, so reach out, ask for help, and you'll find a network of support waiting for you.
Make a difference with Al-Jahara Al-Suwaidi.
Back to the initiative itself, what are some of the bigger challenges you have faced while working on this initiative?
I think one of our biggest challenges is changing perceptions, ensuring that people with IDD are seen as capable, contributing members of society. But also another big challenge is creating opportunities, whether in training, employment, or just social inclusion in general. In Qatar, there are over 14,000 adult adults with intellectual disabilities and autism spectrum disorder. I cannot tell you exactly how many of them are employed, but I can tell you the answer is very, very little. And this needs to change. Inclusion isn't about making the space. It's about recognizing that whatever space that is, it already belongs to them. It's about ensuring that they aren't just accepted, but they're actively participating in workplaces, social settings, and just in everyday life and in their own way. And change doesn't happen on its own. It requires action. So decision makers, businesses, individuals need to step up to create environments where inclusion isn't just a conversation. I mean, it's lovely to talk about it, but it's actually a commitment. What are you willing to do to ensure that your workplace is inclusive? We need workplaces, businesses, and communities to move beyond. Can they do it? What are the limitations? To how can we make it happen?
Make a difference.
On the contrary, what are some of the achievements of Best Buddies Qatar?
One of our greatest achievements is successful employment placements, helping our members with IDD secure jobs that match their skill and interests. And it isn't just about jobs, it's about changing lives. It makes me think of one of our members. I walked in one day, and as I was going to my office, I saw Abdullah, who started his job, and I just said hi to him, and he said, wait, let me show you. And he showed me a paper, and he said, look, I created this. And it was just a simple task of the names of the employees, and he told me that he would ask each person to sign in and then sign out. And he was so proud telling me about it. And this is what inclusion looks like, because it meant everything to him. This is the real achievement. So when you ask me about achievements, I think about these stories. I think about someone like Abdullah, whose entire life changed because one person said, I'm willing to bet on this person and I am ready to hire. And he feels recognized, he feels valued. So for every company that takes initiative, they're not just hiring, they're leading. They are setting the standard for inclusion, proving that places can be diverse, welcoming, and I guess representative of society as a whole. When we speak to organizations, we often hear, but will they manage? Will they fit in? These are valid questions, but to that we say, stop looking for reasons not to and start asking how, because we will work with you. We're not just gonna tell you, khalas, hire them, that's it. We're gonna be with them. We're gonna ensure that someone is with them to make sure that the workplace is ready, but also the member is also ready. Inclusion isn't a challenge, it's more of a responsibility. That's how we like to think of it.
Make a difference with Al-Jahara Al-Suwaidi.
So lastly, how can our listeners get more information, and what are some ways that they can help the program?
I mean, you can start by simply just following us on social media at Best Buddies Qatar. Be part of the conversation, help raise awareness. It can be as simple as sharing a post, commenting, and saying good job whenever we post about a certain number. But also for decision makers, whether in businesses, organizations, you have the power to make the real difference. So if you're in a position to hire. If you can collaborate. If you can create an opportunity, create it. The sky is the limit. Companies are already stepping up, but there's no reason others can't do the same. You'll find all the information on our website, bestbuddiesqatar.org.qa. Everything you need to know is there, but also reach out. We're very eager. We're responsive. Let's start the conversation and make it happen. Like, take accountability. It starts with every single person. So you're with me now when we're having this conversation. You have a role in making inclusion a reality for every single person. And that's why we're here.
Make a difference on QBS.
You heard it right here on QBS Radio. You can log on to their official website, www.bestbuddies.org.qa, for more information, or check out their Instagram at Best Buddies Qatar. You may also call 4495600 for inquiries. I hope this episode was as beneficial to you as it has been to me. This is Al-Jahara Al-Suwaidi, hoping you all have a prosperous Ramadan and the chance to make a difference.
Building a brighter tomorrow right here at home. Join Al-Jahara Al-Suwaidi on Make a Difference this Ramadan as we spotlight inspiring local initiatives driving social development. Mondays and Wednesdays on QBS.